Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today DFDV just filed their latest 8K report, and I'm seeing a consistent theme of forward-looking statements that matter. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company is putting out some interesting updates alongside their shareholder letter, and we need to see what is really going on behind the official words. So what we have here is an 8K filing from DeFi Development Corp, which is more of an announcement of information they are releasing, specifically a press release and a shareholder letter from May 13, 2026. Think of this as the company telling the public about its latest updates and results before the official financial reports come out later. The company itself, DeFi Development Corp, is registered in Delaware and trades under the ticker DFDV on the Nasdaq. It is classified as an emerging growth company, which means it gets some flexibility with reporting rules. One of the key things mentioned in the filing is the company's common stock, which has a very low par value of $0.00001 per S-share. This is pretty standard for many companies and doesn't represent a huge value in itself. They also mention warrants, specifically that each warrant can be exercised to buy one share of common stock. These are essentially options that give holders the right to buy shares at a certain price. The ticker for these warrants is DFDVW. The main point of this filing is to attach their press release and shareholder letter. This letter, dated May 13, 2026, talks about their business operations and financial standing as of March 2026. This is where the real meat of the update is, even though it is not directly in the 8K itself. Now, like many of these filings, there is a big section dedicated to cautionary notes about forward-looking statements. This is standard legal language, but it is important. It means that any statements about future plans, expectations, or performance might not actually happen. They are based on current beliefs, but are subject to risks and uncertainties. The company explicitly mentions that actual results could differ significantly. They point to their risk factors section in their annual reports for more details. This is a signal to be cautious about overly optimistic projections. Exhibit 99.1 is the press release dated May 13, 2026. This is usually how companies officially announce important news. Exhibit 99.2 is the March 2026 shareholder letter and business update. This is where the company likely provides a more detailed look at their progress, strategy, and financial situation, given the reference to a Solana treasury strategy, validator yield, and AI-powered real estate platform. In the research context, this shareholder letter is probably where those specific details are fleshed out. They are likely discussing how they are managing their digital assets, potentially earning returns from validators in the Solana ecosystem, and how their AI technology is being applied to real estate. Finally, the report is signed by Joseph Onorati, who is the chairman and CEO. This confirms the authenticity of the filing. Looking at the linked news headline, DeFi Development Corp, DFDV Q1 2026 shareholder letter highlights Solana treasury street strategy, validator yield, and AI-powered real estate platform. We can infer the core themes of the attached shareholder letter. This tells us DeFi Development Corp isn't just a typical company, it is deeply involved in the decentralized finance space, specifically leveraging blockchain technology like Solana. They are likely discussing how they manage their cryptocurrency holdings, potentially earning passive income through staking or providing liquidity, which is called validator yield. The mention of an AI-powered real estate platform suggests they are trying to bridge the gap between traditional industries and cutting-edge technology, possibly using AI to analyze market trends, automate property management, or facilitate transactions. This dual focus on crypto infrastructure and AI-driven applications in a traditional sector like real estate points to an ambitious and potentially complex business model. The cautionary language about forward-looking statements, combined with mentions of specific strategies like Solana treasury management and AI in real estate, highlights the inherent volatility and speculative nature of these industries. Companies in these sectors often face significant market fluctuations, regulatory uncertainty, and rapid technological advancements. The risks could include adverse changes in cryptocurrency prices, shifts in the regulatory landscape for digital assets, or challenges in developing and deploying effective AI solutions. What I am really looking for in these types of filings is to see if the company can actually execute on these innovative strategies and deliver tangible results, not just talk about them. The forward-looking statements are a big part of the story here, and understanding what they are trying to achieve, while also being aware of the substantial risks involved, is key. The real test will be in the actual financial metrics that will eventually be disclosed in their more detailed financial statements beyond this 8K announcement. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Check out the Discord in the description.